It's a full moon, so look out. We are live outside at Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Jack, the Manasseh Mauler Dempsey. If you want to call yourself the best, you've got to go through a legend like this man. Up against them, Muhammad Ali. They call him the Louisville Lip. He weighed in at 210 pounds.
Oh my goodness, look at the reach difference there. That reach is going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with, because if that jab is used and that right hand is followed, there is going to be a problem tonight.
Jack Dempsey, the Manasseh Mauler. His fighting style is rough, tough, and aggressive. You can't hide from this man. Muhammad Ali coming off that stunner. He predicted it as he knocked out Sonny Liston.
Just take note. Look at the reach. Look how much they're giving away in this fight.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Manasseh, Colorado, presenting a legend of boxing, one of the all-time greats of the sport, the acclaimed heavyweight champion of the world, the Manasseh Mauler, Jack Dempsey. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing in this corner, undefeated in his campaign with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 16 wins coming by way of knockout. The renowned U.S. Olympic gold medalist and the newly crowned heavyweight champion of the world, the Louisville Lip, Muhammad Ali.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight, and what a fight it should be.
The fans are getting desperate. They want to get involved in this fight, and now the action's about to begin.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Those counter punches have to hurt. You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. A nice breeze in the air, Johnny. This has to feel a little foreign to these two fighters who are so used to fighting indoors.
It's been a long, long day, Todd. They've been drinking, they've been out in the sun, they've been having a good time. But this is what they've been waiting for. This crowd can be very unpredictable. And by the sense of it, it's nighttime now. They're waiting for the big fight. There's a lot of pressure on these fighters' shoulders to get that job done and perform.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Nice counter shot. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a swarmer. If it's not, you're going to get caught in the corner and beaten up.
You are fighting the swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Swing and a miss with that jab. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Dempsey in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Here we go for round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Insane action. That counter punch caught him clean. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He's got a massive reach advantage. Let's see if he uses it.
You have got long arms and you're the bigger fighter. You've got to keep him out there because you're not good at fighting up close and personal. Very, very good fighters can do that. Very, very good big fighters can do that. But use the jab, use the reach, and use that end of shot power.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Can't land that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Dempsey in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
You know what, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bout, ring away.
Get that jab back. Just box it.
On to the third. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The perfect counter lands. Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? Disaster averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Nice counter shot. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Does well to block that left jab. These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
These two fighters are made for one another. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Is he going to punch himself out, though? He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Dempsey in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match... On to the fourth we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
That jab doesn't score. Beautiful counter shot. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That counter punch caught him clean. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Failing to score with that right hook. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Did you see that? Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? It appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. talk about Dempsey in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominant.
You got to go out there and
On to the fifth we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Missing with that right hook. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Misses with the jab. Can't find a home for that jab. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. A much better game plan here.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
There's a counter shot. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
He created the opening, landed the punch, and he's in trouble again. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Incredible work rate. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Dempsey in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
just come on. Do you want to win this fight? You've completely switched up. Get your mind.
There's the bell for round 6. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Punch, counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. His stamina is off the charts. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That big hook doesn't land. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Couldn't land that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right.
Back together.
And there's the bell for round 7. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
That counter shot lands. Failing to score with that right hook. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Punch, counter punch. Misses with the... Hold it right there! The greatest has been dazed! Muhammad Ali in trouble! Beautiful counter shot. No rest for the weary. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Holding nothing back here in the round. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Is he going to punch himself out, though? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Working nice. Those 1-2 straights down the middle. Can't miss him. Great work. Stay for...
Come on, you're better than that. You done all that work in camp.
Same again. Don't chase.
There's the bell for round 8. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? Lucky that hook didn't score. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Can't land that jab. That hook misses. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Straight right just misses. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.